Presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Hello and welcome, everybody. High school baseball is live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs and the Carl Albert Titans in a 6A versus 5A showdown at Bill Tipton Field in Midwest City, Oklahoma, on the campus of Carl Albert High School. A beautiful night for baseball. We're going to have a double dip here tonight on OSN for the Titans. Tuesday night's game against Midwest City rained out. They're going to play it tonight here at Bill Tipton Field immediately following this ball game. Tom Carpenter will slide in alongside Jordan Ray, who's next to me on my left. I got Mark Judson with me on my right here at the booth at Bill Tipton Field. Should be a fun one here in just a few moments between Edmond Memorial and Carl Albert, two of the best teams in their respective classes. This could easily be a matchup of state champions this year. The Bulldogs 27-6, the Titans 24-6. And Coach Judson, I'll go right to you. I mean, obviously these are two teams that are not going to play in the postseason. They're different classes, but it's just a really big-time baseball game. Two big-time programs. Again, two teams that could win a state title this year. You're going to get better today playing each other.
Oh, yeah. It's a great warm-up game for state and regionals, and both these teams should be in state. And they're both really, really good teams. Both of them hit the ball. They have really good pitching between them. And it's going to be a great matchup with these two teams. You got a 6A team that's hitting home runs. First 4 or 5 can hit a home run, and you got a bunch of them on Carl Albert that can do the same. So this will be real interesting to see how they match up. Who they pitch compared to what they usually pitch, and just see what happens with the hitters and see where we get to.
No doubt. You and I were on the call last week when Carl Albert played Noble here, and we kind of talked about it a little bit then. Most of the teams that Carl Albert plays, there's that intimidation factor. Playing the Titans, they're that big Goliath. Probably not going to be an issue for Edmond Memorial. I mean, that's a program that, they're at the top of 6A. They're not coming in here intimidated like a lot of teams probably are when they come in here.
They're not going to be intimidated,
Sure.
But you kind of wonder whether Carl Albert's going to be a little bit intimidated.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Because I mean, you're playing
upper
number
class.
one,
Yeah.
upper class, and this is the best team in their district. So you got two district leaders playing each other, and there is a little intimidation when you're playing up in there because you're not just playing somebody in the middle of the road. You're playing their top team.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real interesting. This is probably in the top 5 of 6A.
Oh yeah.
And in the top 5 and 5A. So you're talking about some really, really good baseball today.
No doubt about it. Right on that note, Jordan, why don't you go pull up the district standings? This is what Edmond Memorial's working with coming into play tonight.
So you mentioned top 5. They have the fewest losses of any 6A team except for one, Josh. I'm sure you know who that is.
Owasso.
Yeah.
I was
My alma mater. Yeah.
Owasso only has 2 losses. Edmond Memorial, interestingly enough, lost a game yesterday, so they are playing at the 6A defending state champions yesterday, now the 5A today. So they're getting some state championship experience in that regard.
Yeah.
But that's their only district loss when they lost to Westmore, so they are having an outstanding year. They got a couple of D1 players, and their pitcher who they're going to throw out there today, they want him to go the distance, even though this game does not have playoff implications, and he's a pitcher that they would use in the state championship game if they get that far, and they're definitely a team that could get that far.
No doubt about it. So a fun matchup here. Two teams that, again, not to keep repeating myself, but could very likely and possibly win a state championship this year. So you don't get that all the time. So settle in. Should be a fun one. Like I said, we got 2 tonight here on OSN, as later this evening, Midwest City, the Bombers, will be on this field for a matchup with their crosstown foe going against the Titans here coming up. That'll be, 20, 30 minutes so after this one. So I guess around 7:30 range. Keep an eye out for when that stream goes live. And like we said, Tom Carpenter will be sliding in into the booth here at Bill Tipton Field for that one in just a little bit. So we're just a few moments away from getting this thing underway. We'll go ahead and step aside real quick. They'll have the national anthem and all that good stuff here at Bill Tipton Field, and we'll have the starting lineups, and we'll have first pitch. It's the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs and the Carl Albert Titans live right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whataburger, bring back our mushroom Swiss burger. I heard corporate said it's never gonna happen.
Corporate here. We had the bandwidth to circle back on this action item, and
We're aligned. Bringing you grilled mushrooms, melty cheese, and creamy au jus sauce. If synergy like that isn't cool, then we don't know what is. The mushroom Swiss burger is back.
we're bringing back the hits.
What a burger!
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
All the tires off this bus.
When you're on the road, there's a lot of late nights. A lot of early mornings.
Not supposed to say that.
A lot of honey butter chicken biscuits. You hear my belly growling?
Yep. I'm gonna need one of those right now.
And a lot of good times with my band.
What a burger.
All right, back here at Bill Tipton Field. Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray with you. Titans and Bulldogs coming up in just a moment. We'll go and dive into the starting lineup. First for the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs here tonight. Leading off, the designated hitter, Rhett Winchester. Batting second, third baseman Cooper Kardakis, a Nebraska Cornhusker commit. The shortstop, Jace Winchester, bats third. Justin Tracy, the first baseman, is in the cleanup spot. Tyler Robinson, right fielder, bats fifth. Landon Schmidt, center fielder, will bat sixth. Hudson and Trekin, the left fielder, is in the seventh spot. Weston Zur, the catcher, bats eighth. And rounding it out, Cohen Isaacson, the second baseman, will bat ninth. In the field for the Titans defensively, the outfield will look like this. Left field, Jackson Webster. Center fielder, Devontae Jones. Right field will be Boston Holland. In the infield for the Titans, third to first, Bo Davis. Declan Murphy is short. Lane Sexton, and then Jordan Hawkins at first. Behind the dish, Jason Purcell. And on the mound, Mason Avery for the Carl Albert Titans, who'll be wearing the home red unis, red lids, white pants. Bulldogs in that maroon jersey, maroon up top, and gray road pants for what should be an awesome ball game here today between the Titans and the Bulldogs. Our top of the first inning brought to you by Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC, your hometown dealer for new and pre-owned vehicles. Visit today at Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC, exit Hudaburg at 6100 Tinker Diagonal in Midwest City. Confidence is Cavender. So we're just about ready to get going. It is a great night for baseball again. We were lucky with our weather last week, Mark, you and I, when we were here for Carl Albert Noble. It's that way again. 76 degrees right now.
And absolutely beautiful out.
Just a little bit of a breeze. It's been raining nonstop in Oklahoma, so nice to get some sunshine. And that's obviously why the Titans are playing 2 tonight, because the game on Tuesday against the Bombers washed out, but they'll get it in tonight. But first up, this matchup with the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs out of 6A. Rhett Winchester into the box, the right-handed DH, set to face Mason Avery.
Yeah, they say iron sharpens iron, so we'll find out right here.
No doubt.
Oh.
And a Winchester bunt to start us off is foul off the left side. Foul ball brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance. Surprisingly great rates with 2 locations to serve you in Choctaw and Del City. You can call it Choctaw at 405-281-6700. Del City, you can catch them at 405-670-3665.
Trying to get on with a little speed there.
Catch him napping a little bit.
Yeah, you catch that third baseman back, and he just says, well, and then he took strike 2, so now we're on. It's on.
Dropped it right on that outside edge. Avery loves to pound that outside corner, especially on right-handers.
Oh, yeah. See, about a ball outside, and if the umpire's calling it, that's where you want to throw it.
That one misses up and in, 1-2. On the final stretch of the season here for the Titans, they got 2 tonight. They'll play tomorrow, and then they have a game Monday, and then on to the postseason, the Carl Albert Regional next Thursday here at Bill Tipton Field. And that one dropped in there, got him looking. That's a way to start for Mason Avery.
That's the way to go. The thing is once you get behind 0-2, he kind of can play a little bit with you, and then throw it in there, and that was a beautiful pitch for strike 3.
Oh, look at that on the Triple Elite Screen Printing Instant Replay. Find world-class designs and hot new styles at Triple Elite Screen Printing. Great pitch by Avery. Sits Winchester down. Brings up Cooper Kardakis, the third baseman left-hander. Like we said, committed to play at the next level with the Cornhuskers in the Big Ten. Takes a ball outside. That first Mason Avery strikeout brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance. First K of the day for Avery. 1-0 on the lefty Kardakis.
Yeah, this is a switch hitter too, so he can go right and left, and he's got a really good bat both ways. So
he just looks like a guy who can hit. By the way, in the box, he's got all the equipment on, the bat wiggle in the box. He looks like he's ready to rake. We got a timeout called.
We call those dudes.
Yeah,
he looks like a dude right there.
He does.
You can see his arms. You know that he can pull that bat either way, and to be able to go both ways on the bat, you got to have strong arms.
1-1 is cut on and missed, makes it 1-2.
Swung at that high fastball.
Yep, right underneath it. And Avery's ahead of Kardakis.
Now he's 0-2, isn't he?
1-2.
1-2.
Pretty straightaway defense. 1-2. Misses outside.
Yeah, see if he'll reach. Not a bad pitch to throw away.
Bulldogs, like we said, 27-6 entering play tonight, coached by J.P. Holman.
See if he comes back in. There he
that
goes.
Ball's ripped to right field.
Goodness.
It sounded good.
It burned him.
Racing back on his Boston Holland all the way to the wall.
It's
gone.
It is gone. Oh,
Solo
my.
shot, Cooper Kardakis.
You kind of want to know now, can he hit it over right-handed too? He's like, there's a reason that guy's committed to Nebraska.
Yeah, that sounded good off the bat.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it was going to carry enough. It just he just kept going back, and I wasn't sure, and I was like, he seems to be slowing down. I think it's going to make it.
So a one-out solo homer for Cooper Kardakis gets the Bulldogs onto the board first.
That's probably why they bunted on that first batter.
Yeah, just get someone off of that guy.
Oh, heck yeah. Get
right.
2 runs.
What a start.
Ooh, right inside corner. Beautiful.
This is Jace Winchester, the shortstop, who took that one on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1.
He's sitting on that plate, and look at the way he pitched to him, right on the inside corner. Beautiful. Oh, right there.
Ground ball third base side and by him into left field for a one-out single. Bo Davis had a pretty good beat on it, but just not quite able to corral it, and it gets through for a one-out single for Jace Winchester.
We always say hit it where they ain't, and he wasn't there. He tried to get there, too.
By the way, he is the younger brother of Rhett.
Which one?
Rhett and Jace Winchester.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good catch by Jordan there. Brings up Justin Tracy, the first baseman, into the box. The man on first and one gone. That one high. So Avery handles a little bit of adversity here, the home run and then the single after the strikeout to start his day.
Yeah, that'll mess with the pitcher's head. That home run, and then right away gets a hard hit. Now you're kind of reaching in your pocket to see what you can throw to these guys.
Runner goes. It's in there for a strike. Not going to throw down is Purcell.
He was 3/4 of the way there before he hit that.
So a steal for Winchester and a man in scoring position for Tracy. One count, one away here in the top of the first. Bulldogs on the board first on a Cooper Kardakis solo homer. 1-1 coming from Avery. It is pop foul back behind the dish. 1-2. Bobby Lewis foul ball. And he's ahead in the count 1-2. Avery trying to settle back down a little bit here. Just one run, but can't let it snowball on you.
Nah, especially with a runner in scoring position. 1 out, so we'll see if he can get this batter. Catcher's way outside, so I guess he's going to try to see if he can reach for something.
I'll check back on the runner at second. Diving back in is Winchester. First day of May. Postseason baseball around the corner. Mentioned Carl Albert Regional a week from today. We'll have that on OSN. 1-2 pitch. Runner goes again. It is a ball down to third.
Yeah.
He got him. That was a great throw down by Purcell.
That was a pitch out, too. That was on purpose. They must have scouted him a little bit because he was outside about 3 or 4 balls outside, and threw a ball so he could get it down to third baseline quickly.
That was a perfect throw by Purcell.
Beautiful.
Bo Davis didn't even have to. He just caught the ball and
just tagged.
Slid right into the tag. That was perfect.
Yes, that's where you want that ball.
2-2, and he just got a piece of it. So just like that, Avery a strike away here from limiting it to just a run. You can live with that.
It's a little dangerous still in third generally with a right-handed pitcher and a catcher that can throw down.
And a lefty batter, lefty batter.
Yeah, lefty batter. It gives him too much room. You almost need to sit on second.
2-2 pitch down and in the dirt, and the count runs full. But here on Justin Tracy.
The other thing is though is I'm sure they're trying some things out.
Yeah, no doubt. Tyler Robinson, the right fielder, waiting on deck. Should Tracy be able to get on? 3-2 pitch coming here from Mason Avery. And he yanks that one down and in again. So a walk puts Tracy on base. Third straight Bulldog to reach. And Tyler Robinson, the right fielder, will get to take some first inning cuts here.
And this is the kind of game you want to practice on certain things. Both teams will. You'll see a lot of that. Take a little more chances because a loss isn't going to hurt you either way on either team. You want to win, but
no doubt.
But you can afford it. Oh, pass ball.
Yeah, that one
wide
of the mark. Probably a wild pitch.
Yeah.
That one into the batter's box. They're not able to be pulled in by Purcell, and it lets Tracy get into scoring position with 2 outs.
Now, see, this is where you steal third with that with a right-handed batter.
Yeah.
He should have waited another at bat. It's just too easy for a catcher to have that much view of the runner. See, because you can't even see the runner when you're catching right there with that batter in the way.
Inside corner for a strike. That was a nice pitch from Avery there. Evens it back up at 1 apiece. Bulldogs on top of their district in 6A1. Certainly expecting a long postseason run for them.
I think both these teams are going to be real deep.
Ground ball to third, mishandled by Davis, and it's going to be an E5. It's going to extend the inning.
I almost think he saw just in the corner of his eye, saw that runner coming.
Barreling at him.
And when you're doing that, a lot of times you know you should throw it to first, but you see him right there, so you think maybe I can make that tag.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he was doing that, but in the back of your mind, it's
sure. If you're thinking anything other than
you just got to field it. It's routine play. Throw it to first. But I think that's what he did. He saw that runner coming, and he thought, okay, I can tag him. It's like, no, you can't.
So the center fielder, Landon Schmidt, now gets a chance, takes ball one. You mentioned pregame, would Carl Albert be the team that felt a little like they have to be perfect? And who knows what goes into a play like that, but fairly routine play for Davis, not able to make it.
But nerves get you when you're playing a really good team, especially in a different division, a higher division.
Check back the runner first. Diving back in is Robinson, trying to keep him from swiping second. Getting two guys into scoring position here. 4 straight Bulldogs have reached since that leadoff strikeout. There goes the runner.
Ooh, nice
Takes
pitch.
a strike.
Oh,
they won't throw down.
No, he was faking all the way, seeing if he could get him to draw him off, and he had no interest in coming off that third base. He was within a foot of that third base.
So second steal of the inning for Edmond Memorial, and they've got second and third with 2 out. Big early spot in this game. 1-0 and 3-0 here feels pretty vastly different. So we'll see if Avery can wiggle out of this. Cut on and miss. Nice pitch there. 1-2.
Having the 6-hole up is a little bit different than having the 4-hole up. That doesn't mean he can't hit, though.
That caught stealing kind of looming large, too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now you don't even have the fly ball. You can't get a sac fly.
1-2 pitch. Cut on and missed. He got him.
Ooh.
Nicely done by Avery to sit down
slider.
Schmidt and limit the damage to just a run. Oh, look at that on the Triple E screen printing instant replay. Well done by Avery, keeping his composure there, limiting the damage to just a run. We'll stick here through so we can dive into the Carl Albert Titans starting lineup for today's ball game. Leading off Jordan Hawkins, the first baseman. Devontae Jones bats second. Nate Delaplank is DHing. He's batting third. Bo Davis, the third baseman, bats cleanup. Lane Sexton, second baseman, bats fifth. Declan Murphy at shortstop will bat sixth. Jason Purcell, the catcher, in the 7th spot. Jackson Webster in left bats 8th. And Boston Holland, the right fielder, will round it out for the Titans, coached by Ryan Whiteley. As for Edmond Memorial defensively, here's how it'll look. In the outfield, Hudson and Trekken in left field. Landon Schmidt in center. Tyler Robinson in right. In the infield, third to first, Cooper Kardakis hit the home run. Jace Winchester at short. Cohen Isaacson, and then Justin Tracy. Behind the dish is Weston Zur. And on the mound is Caleb Hines, who Jordan talked a little bit about in pregame. If the Bulldogs were to get to the 6A title game, let's looking down the road, but if they were to get there, this is probably who would be on the bump.
Yes, he'd be also a day 2 starter in the regional. And they're going to try to move the regional up as Edmond Memorial, interestingly enough, to a Wednesday. We won't see that with Carl Albert, at least not unless the weather really changes.
Is that a forecast thing? Is that why?
Yes.
Interesting.
And I think some teams, and Coach, maybe you can speak more to this, if they can start their regional early, they like to just get it out of the way.
Well, when you have the home field advantage, a lot of times you have the option to move games around, and let's say advantage home team. You can because you can wait until the end and say, well, we're here or we're here, and if you're at the top of it, you want to make that other team play 2 games in a day or 3 games in a day.
Right.
And if weather happens to be coming in, you can force the issue as the home team.
It was interesting to see how teams approach that sort of thing. You see in college a lot, too. College teams that host our regionals can choose if they want to play the early game or the night game. And it's every team seems to have a little bit of a different every coach, kind of a different approach to it.
And it depends on the weather. It depends on how's your what's your win loss in the morning versus the afternoon.
Right.
You want to do what's best for your
cater
team.
to your team. Yeah.
This kid's a tall, lanky kid, and he's got real big stride to him. He's almost out of the circle when he drops up. He's got to be about 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". He's a big kid.
Hawkins ahead 3-0.
This is also the time where you'll see teams maybe throw out a starting pitcher for just a few innings. That will not be the case here, according to the Edmond Memorial coach.
He wants to leave him?
Yeah. Leave him if he can. And he works quick.
Yeah, I would say he's working real quick. Get the ball and go. Love it. 3-1.
Another strike.
So he's battled back after falling behind 3-0 to full it up.
He's not letting his cleats get in the ground. He's just coming right at it.
He is ready. Pitch clock, not in high school, but it wouldn't matter for him.
Oh.
So it's poked in the left field. It's going to be close to being a fair ball. It's going to get I can't tell if it was fair or foul. Doesn't matter.
Foul.
It's caught.
It was foul, but he got it.
Right on the foul line.
Yep.
A heck of a play. Running that one down by Hudson and Trecken.
Oh, that was beautiful. He got a great jump on the ball and just angled just right to get it.
And off a lefty
beautiful.
bat, that thing is tailing away from you.
Oh, yeah.
And he ran it down.
It was fair when it was hit, and it just tailed about maybe 2-3 feet foul.
So a great play in left. And he gets the leadoff out. Brings up Devontae Jones, the center fielder. He'll take one in the dirt.
As a coach, I call those bonus outs. I said because, the next one goes over the fence.
Yeah.
it always seems to happen. If you miss that foul ball that's that close, they'll get a hit at least. You just give that batter another shot.
Inside edge for a strike, 1-1. On the center fielder, Jones. Ooh, breaking ball, laid it in there. Back door.
That was a nice ball.
That moved a lot. That looked like it was going to be way outside, and then it just.
It did. It's kind of a slurve.
Yeah. 1-2. Tried it again. That time it'll stay outside.
Didn't break. That was a little bit of a slider, a little bit of a curve, off-speed pitch, just beautiful.
One in the dirt, so again a full count. Both guys filling it up in the first couple of batters here for the Titans against the Bulldog starter Caleb Hines, who a rare slow play for him. He's going to take a second.
He'd take a little chalk and come back with a strike. The way he's pitching.
3-2, fouled straight back.
Good Lord, he is definitely good for a pitching clock.
Yeah, it might be a ways away from we're getting the shot clock in high school hoops, Jordan, believe it or not.
Yeah,
I heard.
And we got one more year without it, but I think pitch clock might take a while to get to high school. But it wouldn't matter for Caleb Hines. Full count, fouled off again. Bobby Lewis foul ball.
The wheels on my head have been spinning on how we'll put that on the screen.
Oh, boy.
We'll get to that.
Well, we got a whole extra season to mentally prepare. We'll have no shot clocks for the coming season, but 2026, 2027 shot clocks going to be great. 3A and above, which obviously falls into pretty much all the OSN schools. Another try at the 3-2. Been a good battle here.
Oh,
and he missed.
Yeah, he missed outside.
So Jones draws a walk. That's a heck of an at-bat by Devontae Jones. Fouled off some tough 3-2 pitches, and now he's on base drawing a walk for Nate Delaplank.
It's worth mentioning the catcher for Memorial is a freshman, so I don't know if he's maybe they may want to test him. He was not originally going to be their starter when I talked to their coach J.P. Holman on Tuesday.
And he'll probably go. He's a center fielder.
There you go. He faked me out. I thought he was off.
I thought he was going too. He took off hard, and I was wondering if he's testing the catcher, see if he'd throw down.
Pitcher's up high, by the way, 1-0. They will check him here. He dives back.
Just a soft throw over, just to keep him honest. But center fielder generally is speed, and he'll go.
1-0 pitch, pop foul off the first base side.
Was it 1-1?
Mm-hmm. 1-1, 1 out. Man on first in the bottom of the first. 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs here on the road. Nice breaking pitch dropped in there. Gets him ahead 1-2.
He's got incredible control of that ball. He walked him, but I'll tell you what, he threw, 5 strikes to him?
Yeah.
4 strikes to him?
Check the runner again. 1-2 on the way here to Nate Delaplank, the Titans DH, for game 1 of the night. Oh, got him looking.
Ooh.
Delaplank thought that might get in and hit him. Instead, ended up bending back in for a strike. What a pitch there by Hines.
Yeah, he pushed that from the batter's box and over the plate. That thing was coming right at him. That was a good pitch.
So he strikes out Delaplank. 2 gone for Bo Davis, the third baseman, who will step in. Bottom of the inning sponsor, by the way, Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Buffalo Wild Wings offering BOGO wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday, so we're going out to B-Dubs. 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Bo Davis cuts and misses on a ball low and away.
He threw the same pitch, but he threw it over further.
Yeah, got him to chase it.
Yeah, he's got a nice movement. He can looks like he's got about a foot movement on his ball. So he threw that one a little bit closer to the edge and then went outside.
0-1. Similar pitch, but this time Davis doesn't bite. 1-1.
Probably come back with a curveball here. Something off speed. I don't think he'll go fastball down the middle. Oh, he did.
Just punched back toward the mound, fielded by Hines, and he'll flip to first and retire Davis to end the inning. So Hines works around the one-out walk to put up a scoreless frame to start it. And after one, it's Edmond Memorial 1, Carl Albert 0. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When you're on the road, there's a lot of late nights. A lot of early mornings.
Not supposed to say that.
A lot of honey butter chicken biscuits. You hear my belly growling?
Yep. I'm going to need one of those right now.
And a lot of good times with my band.
What a burger.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We head to the second inning. Edmond Memorial leading Carl Albert 1-0 on a Cooper Kardakis solo homer in the top of the first. We head to the top of the second here. 7-8-9 do it for the Bulldogs. And the first pitch is hammered into left field for a base knock by Hudson and Trecken. He's having a nice day already. Had the great catch in the bottom of the first, right on the foul line, and rips a single there to lead off the second. Looked like whatever he was sitting on, he got.
Yeah,
he was all over that.
He was waiting for it, and I kind of thought the shortstop had a chance at it. He just a little hesitant.
Yeah, just bashed it by Declan Murphy, and so a leadoff single brings up Weston Zur, the young catcher. Takes outside for a ball 1-0. Appreciate everyone tuned in on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're live on YouTube, as well as of course our various apps: Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, of course, iPhone and Android, OKSportsNet.com, the old-fashioned way. Hey, Bulldog fans tuned in on OSN, appreciate you finding us. 1-0, bunt laid down here by the young catcher. It's a good one. Avery will calmly make the play, but it will do the job and move the runner up. Good bunt there. So Trecken goes up to second, with one out for the 9-hole hitting second baseman Cohen Isaacson.
This kid's pretty. They told me he was a lefty, but he's got some speed. They said, and he can bunt, he can hit.
Takes outside.
The biggest thing he told me about him is real good at taking pitches. He recognizes real well. He'll foul a bunch off. Just scrappy little kid.
Mm-hmm. That's what you want from a 9-hole, for sure. Flipping that lineup over.
Just making that pitcher work a little bit. That's what you need.
Cuts on a miss there, 1-1. So it's standing out to me first time through the order for Edmond Memorial too. You don't necessarily see all the time at the high school level. A lot of guys who can bat lefty.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of lefties this lineup or switch hitters. Just guys who can bat lefty in general. That's a huge advantage.
Yeah, because ball tails into you and it really gives you.
Most pitchers are right-handed, so it's just get that benefit in there for a strike. 1-2.
Yeah, you can't throw that ball outside on them with the right.
Especially
right
for Avery. Yeah, he loves to pound that outside edge on righties,
and he can't do it here. Because it's hard to throw it outside on a lefty with a right-handed pitcher. You're basically throwing a fastball outside.
After Isaacson, the lineup will turn over as he calls time. Rhett Winchester will come up, barring something crazy here, with 1 out and a man on second. Isaacson back in the box and ready to go. Avery will fire. High and away.
Yep.
So, and Trekken kind of dancing off a second there. Declan Murphy keeping a watchful eye.
I was thinking he might have been pitching out to him because that's real high.
Yeah, it might have been.
And he's had more control than that, so that kind of surprised me.
The runner wasn't going.
Nah, it almost looked like he called that on purpose.
2-2. Fouled straight back.
This, like I said, he's scrappy. He'll
this Bulldog lineup, you're seeing it, first time through, really making Avery work for every out.
Oh yeah, and this kid's, that's what he was saying. He's somebody that'll make a pitcher work, get the pitch count up, and you need that kind of guy because you're coming up to your top of the lineup. So get this guy to make him work a little bit before you get the leadoff back.
2-2, got him swinging.
Got him though.
So the third strikeout for Avery. Patrick Newby, Farmers Insurance strikeout. Took a look at that, the Triple Elite screen printing instant replay. All done there by Mason Avery. So that's 3 K's. We go back to the top of the order with Rhett Winchester, the DH, with a man on second and 2 gone.
Yeah, let's see what Rhett can do. He's going to have to get a base hit here.
Winchester down looking to lead off this game in the top of the first. Go for some redemption here. Grounds it foul at the third base side. Looks like he was a little out in front of that.
He's sitting fastball right here. he's wanting to get a hit after that strikeout. He's probably not used to looking strikeouts.
Ahead of Winchester, 0-1. Bulldogs had a lot of traffic on the base paths these first couple innings.
Let's see if Hudson wants to run on this.
0-1. Got it on the inside edge, 0-2.
Wow.
Thought that might stay in, but it just got some late movement to get there.
Yeah, I thought that was inside.
It might have been.
It's close. He's been given that inside corner the whole game, though.
So 0-2, Avery a strike away from getting a 0 on the board, getting his offense back at the plate. 0-2 pitch out there.
Yeah, definite pitch out. He was trying to get that runner.
They thought they had him.
They did.
They thought they must have, not a terrible time to run either. I mean, 0-2, probably going to be a ball. At the worst, you get Winchester a fresh count in the third.
That's usually what they do. You have him run with 2 outs, and then he'll come back up to the plate.
Popped up second base side. Lane Sexton camped underneath it, and he'll make the play. Pretty much didn't have to move. Went right to him at second base. So Avery works around the leadoff single and puts up a scoreless inning. After 1.5, it's Edmond Memorial 1, Carl Albert 0. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray alongside as well. And Memorial leading Carl Albert 1-0 in this 6A 5A showdown. Two of the top programs in the state of Oklahoma. And certainly at the top of their respective classes this season and kind of always. As we head to the bottom of the second, Lane Sexton will lead things off, the second baseman for the Titans. And against Caleb Hines. Fires a strike on the outside edge, 0-1. Hines worked around a one-out walk in the first. Navigating this Titans lineup. Cut on a miss. Boy, he was way behind on that one. Hard to catch up to that high heat unless you're just totally sitting on it.
Yeah, otherwise you'll pop it up. You might as well just not even swing at it.
So quickly ahead 0-2 is Hines. He'll set and fire. Got him again.
Jeez.
That was just straight cheddar.
Yeah, that was hot.
And he got him swinging. So Sexton goes down, swinging to open up the inning. Here comes Declan Murphy, the Titans shortstop, and we were kind of discussing during the break, the ace of the pitching staff as well. His schedule got a little truncated because of the rain on Tuesday. Jordan said he was going to pitch Tuesday. He's not going to pitch today, though. So we'll see when they can get him on the mound next as he takes a strike.
But we expect him to pitch next Thursday in the winners
the
game,
nightcap.
game 3 of that regional.
That ball skied foul off the left field side. Do we have a good idea of who's going to be here? Is that still up in the air?
No, we know who's going to be here. There's some other regionals they're not sure about in 5A. That includes Midwest City, by the way. That'll be settled Saturday. But no, the Carl will play Southeast. And the other two teams,
high and behind him.
Up and over the head of Jones there, 1-2.
Lucky it was high.
The other two teams will be Guyman and Lawton MacArthur.
All right, another OSN school.
Yeah, so we'll have Lawton MacArthur's games too.
Which we had an OSN school here again.
Oh, my. Same
that one caught 2-2. Had an OSN school here last year as well with Altus making their way to Bill Tipton Field, and this year it'll be Lawton Mac. So always fun to have another OSN school here.
Yeah, I remember we had first time we ever did the Crawford Regional was Elgin and Del City were both there.
Yeah, that's right.
Himes getting a little wild here.
That's 3 straight high. That one obviously at least over the plate, but too tall.
Wasn't over his head like the last two.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I think this is third full count.
Yeah, Titans doing a good job making Hines work. We said that.
There we go.
Bulldog batter's doing that on the other side, but certainly the same way, but able to tie him up and get him swinging. That was just hit on the hands. Tough pitch to hit.
And he's calling that inside, so you got to swing at it. And
yeah, exactly. Too close to take for sure.
But it was an interesting 3 pitches in between those.
Yeah, that was an unusual strikeout.
Oh,
another one.
Almost got him, but that was just a little too far inside. I'm surprised he's not floating that ball across with his slider. He's got a heck of a slider.
This is Jason Purcell, the catcher, who does take one off the back. So this is an unusual inning for Hines. He's got 2 strikeouts, yet it feels like his command has totally escaped him.
Yeah, he is struggling right now.
And he kind of grabbed the rosin and spiked on the ground until he's a little frustrated.
Yeah, you don't like hitting a batter after you got 2 outs.
And we got a courtesy runner.
Yeah, courtesy runner for the Titans. I think is that Peyton Reed, 28?
Yes.
Yeah. So Peyton Reed will run for the catcher Purcell. Jackson Webster now into the box. A little 2-out rally on the hit by pitch, perhaps. For the 8-hole Webster, he'll foul it off the fence here on the right side. Bobby Lewis foul ball, 0-1. Strikeout, hit by pitch. Bit of an uncomfortable at bat right now. You don't know where it's going.
And you don't like to get hit in these games.
No. At least it's warm. Early in the year when it's cold.
Oh, that's awful. He's just having a little bit of control problem right now.
Yeah. That one was low and away, 1-1. Almost got Webster to fish for it, but he was able to hold up.
He thought about it. He needs to get a little more plate, and he could probably get him to fish.
Hines will throw back and check the runner Reed, who belly flops back in. See the legendary Mike Dunn kind of perusing around. He's at the ballpark today.
Swing and miss.
1-2.
Fouled off. Just got it on the end of his bat, it looked like.
So Hines a strike away from working a couple scoreless.
He's had about 5 wild pitches, and he's still in this with one run around base.
Yeah, his misses haven't really been over the plate.
No, not even close.
In fact, they haven't been over the plate at all, yeah.
You can't get anybody to fish when you...
1-2. Ground ball right off the ankle. It shoots back to third. Throw across the diamond. It'll be an infield single. Probably a throw you shouldn't make, but a safe play there, and hopefully Hines is all right. That was a ground ball. That was ticketed for center field.
Those hurt in the side of the foot because you don't know if it got the knob of his ankle, but it may have got all shoe, you know.
Yeah, he seems like he's okay.
Yeah, he's not showing it, so I guarantee you. He picked up his foot a little bit, and I think it just popped right off the side of his of the leather on his foot.
So one out single for Webster. I think that was going to get through for a base hit. So it might have actually cost the Titans a base if Reed could have rounded.
Yeah, you got to give that a hit.
So Boston Holland is now at the plate, the 9-hole hitter with 2 men on. A 2-out rally here, started by that hit by pitch. He fouls off the first one. First and second, 2 outs for Hines.
First time up, we'll see what he can do. They're finally getting to their 9-hole.
Oh, 1 coming. Blown away, gets by the catcher.
2 runners moving up.
And Zur not able to pull that in, and now you have 2 men in scoring position. Just like that, if Boston Holland can get a base knock here, he might very well pole vault the Titans into the lead.
Yeah, this... You wonder how long they'll go with him struggling right here. He's said to play the whole game, but he's having a little bit of control issues.
It's always amazing how quickly it can turn. He has the 2 strikeouts, 2 outs, nobody on. Feels like he's sailing. Hit by pitch, single, wild pitch, and all of a sudden you're looking like, man, base hit, and I'm going to be trailing in this game. One and 1 coming to the 9-hole Boston Holland. Takes on the outside edge, 1 and 2. That outside edge.
Little up in the zone, but it was a strike, and
it was
right
close,
on the outside, yeah. Probably the high part of the strike zone.
1 and 2. Hines again, a strike away from getting out of this. 1-2 coming from Hines. Boy, how did he hit that?
He definitely
definition of in
inside.
On the hands. I can't believe he even got the bat around on that. Great job by Holland, somehow just fighting that off.
Right off the handle. It's like
yeah, you're right. Handle.
Yeah, it was
that was a wood
right
bat. It
by
might be broken.
Oh yeah, I'd break that bat. There was tape where that hit.
Try the 1-2 again. Outside edge, got him again. Same spot as strike 2 earlier. He got him looking.
With 2 runners in scoring position, too.
And that'll end the inning. That's the 4th strikeout for Caleb Hines, 3rd of the inning. And he's able to wiggle out of that without giving up a run. After 2, it's Memorial 1, Carl Albert 0. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Whataburger, bring back our mushroom Swiss burger. I heard corporate said it's never gonna happen.
Corporate here. We had the bandwidth to circle back on this action item, and
we're aligned. Bringing you grilled mushrooms, melty cheese, and creamy au jus sauce. If synergy like that isn't cool, then we don't know what is. The mushroom Swiss burger is back.
We're bringing back the hits.
What a burger!
Back at Bill Tipton Field here in Midwest City, state campus at Carl Albert High School. The Titans trailing the Bulldogs of Edmond Memorial 1-0 as we head to the third. 2-3-4 due up for the Bulldogs, starting first with Cooper Kardakis, who smashed a solo home run in the first inning. That's our only run of the game.
He's looking like he wants another one. He's that bat.
I don't blame him. He
that
smoked
bat
that
wiggling
ball.
and there. Oh,
yeah, that ball fouled off the left field side.
He's got such a hard swing of that bat, and you know that pull on that first one. That's a line drive over the fence on that last one. So
yeah, it sounded good off the bat. One of those just right.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Just off the sound alone, you knew that's got a chance. 0-1 on Kardakis. He'll take inside. 0-2.
I thought it was a little high.
Nice pitch.
He squeezed him a little bit. I thought that was a little high, but he's been calling it.
So Avery's ahead of him 0-2. God, imagine you want to try and get him to chase something. Ooh,
Yeah,
that was a decent pitch to hit, and he fouled it off.
You don't want to get too fat here with this kid.
No.
This is one, if it was a regular district game, you probably put him on.
Yeah, or you at least pitch very carefully.
Looking at what everybody else did, you know. You might put him on.
Try the 0-2 again. That one very high in a way.
There's another way to put him on. Just throw around him.
Yeah.
Make him either reach or we'll let you walk. As a pitcher, you just don't like giving up 2 home runs to the same guy. I know I didn't.
Purcell set up inside here. 1-2. Ooh, fall. That was an emergency swing there from Kardakis, but
he knew he was going to get called out.
The good ones can get away with that and still get a piece. He stays alive.
I always say you get to be a better batter when you learn to foul balls, because you can increase your batting average because you take away those strikeouts. Just be a little early or a little late, foul it off, and get another pitch. And those pitchers will make a mistake eventually.
Try the 1-2 again.
Outside.
High and away again.
Yeah, he's trying to pitch around him a little bit.
Kardakis just a tough out to get. Anything out over the plate, you feel like he's going to get a good swing on it. Avers had a couple of nice pitches here with 2 strikes, but he's been able to fight him off. Count back even now at 2-2. Good battle here.
He's working that pitcher for sure.
Try it again. 2-2. That one outside. Not as high, but still a little outside, and it runs full.
Full count. Seems like he's been up there a while, but he's hit so many foul balls.
So it's a full count now on Kardakis, leading off the top of the third.
Let's see if he can get him here.
Jace Winchester, the shortstop, waits on deck. Avery set and ready to fire. Full count.
Outside.
Missed way outside. So after falling behind 0-2, Kardakis battles back to work a walk.
I'm not sure he was real interested in throwing it in the middle of the plate.
So he's been on base both times, and here comes Jace Winchester. He singled his first time. And then stole second, but then was thrown out trying to steal third.
That's the only mistake they've made.
Pretty much.
And that's
big spot though, because that really helped Avery limit the damage in that first inning. They had all that traffic.
Oh yeah.
Kardakis was going on that pitch, but fouled off by Winchester, so he'll have to trot back.
Yeah, that's a hit and run all the way. You have to have a lot of faith in that batter not to hit a line drive right to somebody.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of trust to do a hit and run on the coaches and the runners.
0-1 runner not going this time. Misses outside.
And he's lucky he didn't go on that. He'd have been out. Catcher was outside ready to throw.
Avery checking over. Jordan Hawkins at first base holding Kardakis on. He fakes the go. Pitch was inside on Winchester, so he's now ahead 2-1.
His first pitch inside, there hadn't been a strike, I think. That didn't hit somebody. He likes that umpire likes that inside corner.
Runner goes this time, 2-1, is in there for a strike, throw down to second, and he's in there. Not a bad attempt by Purcell, but Kardakis in under the tag of Sexton at the stolen base.
These pitchers are learning because you see where they're pitching now that he's calling it in there. That was a ball inside, I think.
So the count even now in Winchester, 2-2 with a man in scoring position. Cut on and missed. Had to throw down to first. That's going to allow Kardakis to get to third.
Yeah, because he had to throw. That's, even though the run, I kind of thought he should have tagged him because, he was still not even thinking about running.
Yeah, heads up play by Kardakis there because once Winchester was able to get down the baseline a little bit, you kind of were stuck in a pickle.
Yeah, and you're not going to throw to third on that because then it gives him first base easy.
Yeah.
And it's a chance
it's all or nothing.
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get him.
So Justin Tracy, the first baseman, now comes up with Kardakis at third. Infield comes in with the exception of Sexton at second. He's back in his usual spot. I don't see an alignment like this very often. Everyone's in except for the second baseman.
Yeah, he's a left-handed batter.
Yeah, they're going to play back. If he pulls one hard, they want to still try and
they want to see if they
make
can get
the play.
him out.
But if he
they're not going to get the runner if it's
punches one the other way, they're going to try and maybe get the runner home. That one misses low. 2-0 now on Tracy.
If you can put it up the middle right here, you could drop it right over the pitcher's head for a run and an easy single.
A strikeout for Avery, by the way, his fourth, with just one away in the third. 2-0 is ripped into center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Kardakis can walk home. It's an RBI single for Justin Tracy, and the Bulldogs double their lead here in the third.
Little harder than I thought he'd hit it, because
he smoked that.
He smoked it off the bat. It got down quickly though.
So an RBI single for Tracy. Barrel that one right up to center field. Clean line drive single. Scores Cooper Kardakis. And with one out and a man on first, here comes Tyler Robinson. Robinson reached on an error his first time. Have a ground ball to third that was mishandled. Then stole second base, but had to stay there after Landon Schmidt struck out to end the inning in the first inning. That one misses outside, 1-0.
Two runs and not too far out, but we gotta clean this up a little bit and get this out.
Counts 2-0, by the way. That ball's
high.
into left field. It's going to be foul. It might be playable, and it's not. It'll get down.
Yeah, it was too far, too close to that fence line to get.
Yeah, not able to run that down was Jackson Webster. Had a lot of ground to cover. Just couldn't quite get there.
He's got a lot of speed, but not that much.
So it'll just stay a Bobby Lewis foul ball. 2-1. Avery checking the runner. Hawkins holding Tracy on. 2-1 pitch. Runner will go. It's a ground ball to the short stop. Diving stop by Murphy, but he's got no play.
No play.
So great effort by Murphy. I guess it probably holds the runner at second base, but other than that, it's an infield single for Tyler Robinson.
I think if it's not caught, though, I think that's going to get in that gap, and he's going to go to third and probably a double. So
possibly,
That's a really, really good play because it kept him at second.
But it is a single for Robinson, so he's on base for the second time, and there's two men on with one out for Landon Schmidt. Bulldogs threatening. They're up 2-0 already and trying to get some more here.
This one struck out last time, so he's take strike one.
That one's in there on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1 on Schmidt. Schmidt struck out his first time, like we said, with the two runners on. It was second and third. 2 outs in the first inning. Avery got that big K swinging to limit the damage, and another big opportunity here for Schmidt. Fouls it off, 0-2.
Got behind real quick.
Two 2-0 lead for Edmond Memorial here at Bill Tipton Field. This 6A versus 5A collision. Titans trying to limit the damage to hold the deficit at just a pair. 0-2 outside edge just off.
He didn't miss that by much.
No.
I think it may have been up just a little bit.
We've seen pitches right in that area get called a couple times.
Yeah.
But I do think that was just a tick off.
I think it was a little high because it was on the plate.
1-2.
That's a little high too. He
must have been, because I think that was in there.
Yeah, he won't give that high, but he'll give that. You throw it down by the knees, same pitch. You just got to get down that hill a little bit and pull it down there.
So 2-2. He's battled back to even it up after falling behind 0-2. Ground ball third base side, and it's through. Right in between the third and shortstop hole. Runner will round third and go home and score. It's an RBI knock for Landon Schmidt. 3 straight hits, and the Bulldogs are on Mason Avery.
Kept it to a single, but got an RBI.
Justin Tracy scoring from second base there. Might have been close at home if it wasn't cut off. Probably is in there, though.
I think he makes it either way. It's He was going home all the way. I think Coach was waving him on about halfway to third.
Yeah. So that hole between third and short has been
exploited.
Yeah, a good spot for the Bulldogs, including this guy, Hudson and Trekken.
Yeah, and there's nobody there right now.
Who ripped a single that way in the second, and he's back up here with 2 men on in the third.
Shortstop better get back and over.
Rockets it foul off the first base side.
This is definitely a kid I'd be covering second with that second baseman. Put that shortstop back and over, because if he turns on one right here, right through the shortstop, there's nobody there.
0-1. Misses outside. 1-1.
That's close.
You know, here's the thing about Mason Avery. He beat Edmond Memorial last year as a sophomore. And that's how he got the start in the semifinal. He gave the coaches confidence to start in that semifinal game against Collinsville last year because of that start.
That's how you get the coach's attention, is when you beat somebody big.
Misses 2-1.
Yeah,
so
he's
again falling behind.
Kind of losing control.
Just feels like he's kind of nibbling right now.
Yeah.
A little afraid to put anything too out over the plate.
Yeah, you live or die here. But that inside corner's still open, and it's hard to hit. But you can't hit the batter.
2-1 on Trekken.
Ooh.
He'll take another one low and away. It's 3-1. So now a very dangerous place to be in if you're Mason Avery.
Off-speed pitch, and I kind of thought it was going to stay up.
3-1, 1 out, 2 men on. Great spot for a hitter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check the runner at first, who's the trail runner. Don't see that very often.
That's dangerous if you make a bad throw. He's at home.
And that's the worst case scenario imaginable to get picked off if that happens as the trail runner.
Oh, you get the coach's ire for that.
Oh, yeah.
You get picked off at first with a runner at second.
Try the 3-1 here on Hudson and Trekken. Ground ball, third base side. Davis will field on a hop. Go to second. There's one. Back to first. Double play.
Double play. Beautiful.
And boy, did Mason Avery need that.
Well done.
Taking a look at that on the Triple Elite screen printing instant replay. Perfectly done by Davis around the horn. And the double play that Avery really could have used there to limit the damage to just 2 and end the inning. After 2.5, it's Edmond Memorial 3, Carl Albert 0. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray also alongside on the Oklahoma Sports Network. A fun 6A versus 5A tilt as we head to the Buffalo Wild Wings bottom of the third. Edmond Memorial leading Carl Albert 3-0. Titans try to get some offense going here with the top of the order due up in the bottom of the third. Good job by Mason Avery there, though, to limit the damage. A big 5-4-3 double play to end the frame. Bulldogs got 2, but it could have been much more. As we go to the bottom of the third, we actually have a new pitcher here for Edmond Memorial as Caleb Hines is off the bump. And we've got, let's see, we'll get the fresh name here.
Get his number.
So that goes against what I said earlier. The coach had a change of heart.
It's number 7, Bo Bayouth. Or Bayouth.
Yeah, but
I might be totally butchering that name. Apologize to the Bayou. I think it's Bayouth is what I'm going to go with.
I think his pitch count was getting a little high, too. You know, coach probably expected him to keep his pitch count down. He got a little wild there.
Yeah, and he may not have been feeling 100% either.
Yeah, stuff going around. You never know.
So the right-hander Bayouth into the onto the mound, facing Hawkins, and it's 1-1. Jordan Hawkins fly out to the left. That great catch by Entrekin is first time up, and it's 2-1 now. Oh, rocket right back up the middle. Hawkins was all over that.
He's lucky he didn't get a shin on that.
Yeah, that almost caught Bayouth in the legs.
Ouch.
Hawkins rips that up the gut.
Those things hurt, too. It's not so bad when it hits your...
That honestly made me just think, too. Remember, Hines took that ball off the ankle in the second inning as well. Now, he finished the inning, obviously. Didn't seem to be a problem, but maybe you go sit down for a while and you say, hey, this actually bothered me. So I'm not speculating any kind of injury there, but
you take no chances.
Another possibility. Yeah, exactly.
It's not a district game that determines playoff seeding.
And again, we have the context of Coach Holman telling Jordan that Hines was probably going to go the length of the game if they could. So here comes Devontae Jones. He walked his first time. He's ahead 1-0 against Bayouth.
Ooh, that was closer than it should have been.
That was close. Hawkins gets back in there. You wonder, too, different pitch here. Is that just what opens it up for the Titans? I mean, Hines got a little wobbly there in the second with his command, but obviously 2 scoreless innings.
Oh, yeah. But, you know,
fouled off.
Thing is, you want to see what another pitcher can do, and especially after like you said, after your pitcher gets hit.
Yeah.
You just, do you really want to risk it?
Bobby Lewis foul ball. So it's 1-1 here on Devontae Jones with a man on first. They'll check the runner again. So first at 2 here at Bill Tipton Field. We'll have another one for you coming up after this one. The Titans will take on their crosstown foe, Midwest City. The Bombers and the Titans mix it up. Delayed steal here. The pitcher's there for a strike, and he's in there. Didn't take off right away. Like I said, delayed steal, but he's in.
Yeah, I was thinking they might have got him for a minute there, and then he just slid right under the tag.
1-2 on Jones, but now with a man in scoring position as Hawkins swipes second.
Definitely got some speed for a first baseman.
Runner was going again, but Jones will foul this one off. I tell you what, I like Jordan Hawkins as a player. To lead off, can bat both ways, right? Switch hitter, switch hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Got some speed, clearly.
And he's a good shooter in basketball.
As is everyone on the Titans, it seems like, in basketball. 1-2. fouled back.
Yep.
Good job staying alive here is Jones. Titans trying to break onto the scoreboard, only down by 3.
By Youth, got a little mustard on his ball. See if he's got an off-speed pitch. Ooh.
1-2, and he bounced that one. Actually, it's going to have hit Jones in the leg, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think it hit him.
So Hawkins was stealing again. He'll have to go back.
He would have had that easily.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
He would have had third easily.
If that block away from the catcher, you maybe could have scored.
I honestly didn't see the hit. I guess it was, but did you see it?
It may have hit the dirt first.
Yeah.
I think it kind of rolled right up his leg.
Okay. It looked like it hit right in front of the plate.
So Jones gets plunked, and the Titans got 2 men on with nobody out in the tying run now at the plate. Nate Delaplank, the DH. Delaplank struck out swinging his first time. He shows bunt, takes high and away.
No, this is a looking, wasn't it? Nate?
Yeah, struck out looking. I don't have a radar gun out here, but it does feel like Bayouth has got some good zip on that heater.
Yeah, he's got really good fastball.
1-2, dropping the bunt again. Getting off the mound is Bayouth. He'll field it, throw back to first. It's wide.
Oh, missed it.
Delaplank,
one run.
He'll stay at first. Hawkins is going to score. Jones will move up to third. And the Titans are right back in this game with 2 men on and now only down by 2.
If he didn't jog to third, I think the coach would have sent him. I think he was kind of coming in a little slow to third.
That might be close enough to be called a hit. We'll see what the official score is. It was going to be a close play at first. It was the second baseman coming over to cover, Isaacson. And they are going to go error. I think you have to put on the throw.
Yeah, that throw was terrible. But the thing is I really thought the runner going into third, he just jogged because he thought he just had, he wasn't going to go anywhere. And time he got there, it was too late to send him.
So the E1 gets the Titans on the board. And this is Bo Davis. He grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. So with Hines out of the game, the Titans offense has come to life here.
Did he bunt last time?
No.
Or just a little grounder?
No, it was a kind of a nubber right back in front of the mound. 1-1 now. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Put the ball in play in any fashion here, pretty much. Outside of a pop-up, you're going to get that run from home in at least.
Lay a
third.
Lay a bunt down, you might get both. get a runner at second and get there.
Fouled off the right side, 1-2. What you don't want to do is strike out.
No. Advantage pitcher if you strike him out.
Bayouth ahead 1-2 on Bo Davis.
Oh.
Ground ball to second. Should be a tailor-made double play. Flip to short, back to first. He got him. So it is a double play. They get a run out of it.
Traded a run for 2 outs.
No RBI for Davis, but it does
tie game.
Get a run, and it's a 1-run game at 3-2.
Oh, 3-2, yeah. So we got there you go.
So probably something you take if you're Bayouth. Don't give up another run, but you now have 2 outs and nobody on for Lane Sexton. Sexton struck out swinging his first time. Teams have played some pretty solid defense. I know we had the error earlier. We've had errors on both sides, actually, but there's been some good plays and some good clean double plays on both sides, which take anything for granted in high school. That was pretty well done. Nice flip from Isaacson to Jace Winchester, the shortstop, fired it back down to first. 0-2 the count now on Sexton as Bayou trying to get out of this with Memorial still up by a run. And he will.
Oh.
Sexton goes chasing in the dirt. They'll have to throw down to first. And that will
well
end
played by the catcher.
the inning. But the Titans get 2, and they've cut the deficit down to a single run. At the end of 3, it's Ed Memorial 3, Carl Albert 2. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Back here at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We head to the 4th. Edmond Memorial leading Carl Albert. Top of the inning brought to you by Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC. From oil change to major repairs, we service all makes and models. Visit today at Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC, exit Hudaburg, 6100 Tinker Diagonal in Midwest City. Confidence is Cavender. So for the Bulldogs here, as we head to the top half of the 4th, 8-9-1 due up. Weston Zur, the freshman catcher, will lead it off. He had a sacrifice bunt his first time. It was a good bunt at that. The young catcher for Memorial leading it off here in the top of the 4th. I think it's Mason Avery, and he'll take strike 1.
Yeah, you want to see what he does when he swings the bat now. He sees the ball really well if he's bunting that well. He laid down a beautiful bunt.
Ball popped up straight back over us in the booth at Bill Tipton Field. Bobby Lewis Insurance foul ball. Surprisingly great rates for 2 locations to serve you in Choctaw and Del City. 0-2 count on Zur, the young catcher. That one misses high.
Yeah, he was sitting fastball. Let's see if they throw him something off speed here. He's not a big guy. He's got a good arm though.
1-2, low and away. So Zur battles back to even it up at 2-2. Bulldogs with 1 in the first and then 2 in the third, but the Titans able to get those 2 right back to get back within a run here in the top of the 4th. 2-2 pitch on the way from Avery. Ooh,
Missed
boy,
it.
just inside.
I don't know where that pitch was, Tim.
Thought he was going to get rung up.
I did too. Looked like that umpire's about to dance.
So the count runs full. Good battle here between Zur and Avery.
He's going to throw it on the plate here. See if he can hit it.
Chop third base side. It stays fair. Davis will field it clean. Fire across. Throw is high. It'll hit the fence and stay in play. I don't think Carver realized it stayed in play.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he knew that he missed
up
it.
And he goes to second base.
I think the catcher's the only one that realized he missed it.
It hit the very top of the fence. It almost sailed into the Edmond Memorial bullpen. But it stayed in play. But Zur alertly got down and got to second base.
That hit his glove, didn't it, at the top of the glove?
It might have just grazed off. It was high.
Yeah, I almost think he tipped it up a little.
It does go in as an error.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to go E5 here. It's going to be an error on the throw.
First baseman's tall, and he was all the way extended, so I wasn't sure if it tipped off his glove or not, but it looked like it.
So, unfortunately, that's the second error of the day for Bo Davis.
And we have a courtesy runner. The younger Kardakis, I think, is the number 9, is the
correct
runner.
Creed Kardakis. That's a heck of a name. He'll be the courtesy runner for the catcher. Zur, and this ball's turned on to right field.
Is that gone?
Down the right field line. It's going to land fair.
And there's a run right there.
Boston Holland will pick it up and throw it down. Runner rounds third. The courtesy runner is in Kardakis. It's an RBI double for the 9-hole Cohen Isaacson.
Wow. I thought he might have enough, but I think it was too tall.
That ball was ripped right down the right field line, and it landed on the grass. Just couldn't be more than a foot or two to the left of that fair foul line. And Kardakis running all the way scores. It's an RBI double for Isaacson, and the Bulldogs are back ahead by 2.
You like a 9-hole that can drive it right down the line.
So back to the top with Rhett Winchester. Winchester's 0 for 2 today.
The coach said he's pretty scrappy, and I guess that's why.
Takes a strike here. That's the 7th Bulldog hit against Mason Avery. They've had lots of good at-bats, lots of loud contact, and they've just kind of kept coming, 1 through 9.
Rhett's had a little trouble, though. Let's see if he can get on the board.
I'll check the runner back. Isaacson dives back in.
Rhett hadn't had a solid hit yet. He gets one here, he'll get another run, too.
0-1 coming.
There it is.
Ripped to short,
right to him.
at Declan Murphy, who catches it on the fly.
Wow.
Can't hit it much harder than that. That was a laser, but Murphy all over it. Makes a play, and a smart job by Isaacson to freeze on contact and able to get back. So a loud out number 1, and here comes that man again, Cooper Kardakis. Kardakis, the towering home run in the first, and he drew a walk in the third.
He's been the man all day, too.
You got an open base. That's all I'm going to say here. You got an open base.
I'd put him on, too.
I'd be careful. Be careful.
But in a regular.
Oh, he drops a bunt. They weren't ready for that at all. But Bo Davis, he mishandles it at third.
That's what small ball does, though. It makes you panic. I think he has him if he fields it clean.
That's going to be the third error now.
They give an error
Davis.
for it?
Yeah.
I would give an error for it because I think he has him. If he fields that properly, but if you looked at his eyes, instead of being down, they were looking at where the runner was. Both his eyes were up.
Yeah, credit to Davis. Got a great jump on that, despite you can't be thinking Kardakis is going to bunt there, but he got a pretty good beat on it.
Oh, yeah.
He just trying to get up and fire a little too quick.
But he was watching the runner instead of the ball.
And now Kardakis will steal second without a throw. And this is Jace Winchester up. He's 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. And he's got 2 men on in scoring position here with 1 away in the 4th against Avery.
The reason you're watching that ball or the runner is because you got a runner coming behind you too, so you got to worry about a bad throw.
Yeah.
So it does make you panic a little bit. And then he wanted to see if he was going to be there to see if maybe he could get that runner coming to third. Puts a little stress on you.
Ground ball right to Davis
right
at
to
third.
him.
He'll check the runner back and fire to first. Nice play by Davis there. So a good bounce back from Davis in the field as he made it a good job checking the runner back. Good strong throw across.
Great pitch too.
So Winchester's retired, and now here comes Justin Tracy. And again, it's been a labor for Mason Avery, but it, again, feels like if he get this out, he's doing a pretty good job limiting the damage, all things considered. But this is a big out here with Justin Tracy up. Tracy's been on base both times, a walk and a single.
And that single was a pretty hit. That's a nice shot over, second base?
Yeah, right on the center field.
Yeah.
First one misses, it's 1-0. 2 men on, second and third, against the Edmond Memorial first baseman. 2-0 now. Again, you have a base open. So you don't have to attack Tracy necessarily. Could push your luck with Tyler Robinson on deck if you feel like you have a better shot there. We'll see how they go, especially behind 2-0 now. Right in there.
And that was fat too. I'm surprised he pitched that pitch. You want to be able to, but you want to be able to throw to him, but you don't want to give him something too fat. And that was right down the middle.
2-1 coming.
Into
got left field, but Declan Murphy able to get back and catch that one on the fly. So Murphy gets 2 lineouts in the inning, and Mason Avery again does a good job to limit the damage.
Yeah.
Bulldogs do get a run to push the lead back to 2, but can do no more. At the end of 3.5, Edmond Memorial 4, Carl Albert 2. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This bus.
When you're on the road, there's a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings,
Not supposed to say that.
A lot of honey butter chicken biscuits. You hear my belly growling?
Yep. I'm going to need one of those right now.
And a lot of good times with my band. What a burger!
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Callaway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray. Head to the bottom of the fourth, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. Edmond Memorial leading Carl Albert 4-2. 6-7-8 due up for the Titans here, starting off with Declan Murphy. Murphy struck out swinging his first time. Still Bo Bayouth on the mound. He fires a strike. Bayouth replaced Caleb Hines to start the third. Titans were able to get 2 runs on the board, but Bulldogs immediately get 1 back.
Oh, he painted that. Did he get that? I guess he called it a ball.
Yeah, ball 1.
Yeah, 1-1. Scoreboard in-house doesn't have the count on it.
Struck out the first time.
1-1, I think he swung
Ooh,
at
did he
that.
go? Yep.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah,
1-2 now on Murphy.
Yeah, you can't hide it with that big old bat.
1-2 pitch. That one high. Makes it 2-2. Ball's popped up. It's a mile high. I think it might stay in play. It will be foul territory and caught at third base by Cooper Kardakis, who just keeps on keeping on.
Yeah, it looks
nice
like
play there.
Moved a little bit on him. He thought he was under it, and he had to move over.
So Murphy retired to start the bottom of the fourth. Brings up the catcher, Jason Purcell. Purcell got drilled right in the back his first time up.
That can't feel good with the speed of that pitcher.
Yeah. Swings through the first one. That one high, 1-1. Bulldogs leading by a pair. This cross-class matchup. Ooh, ground ball to third base. Kardakis fields it with the backhand. Fire across. Got him.
Yep.
Beautiful. So Cooper Kardakis, just a good baseball player. Obviously having a good day at the plate. Now he makes a couple nice defensive plays here in the fourth. So quickly 2 away. Brings up Jackson Webster. He singled his first time. He was the one who hit the ball right off the foot of Hines.
Yeah, he got every bit of that ball, too.
And he's up with 2 outs and nobody on against Bo Bayouth. That one's in there, strike 1.
I don't know if I'd put the ball over the middle of the plate with this kid. He might throw it right back in your face.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Inside, and that one hit Webster, so he gets plunked.
Oh, my goodness.
He's been on base both times today. There's now a man off for Boston Holland. Actually,
not sure what.
He's going to be a different hitter than Boston Holland. Let's see here. Let's get the pinch hitter.
Number 5.
It's going to be, oh, no, it is Boston Holland. Okay. My roster had him at wearing number 9. That's Jordan Hawkins. My mistake. So this is Boston Holland. False alarm.
Yeah, it says 9 on mine, too.
Oh, and he gets hit
my
right on the
goodness.
elbow.
Got a little. We can find another pitcher here in a minute.
Bo Bayouth is contesting that. He stuck the elbow out. I think that's what Coach Holman's going to come ask about as well.
I couldn't see if he leaned into it or not.
I don't think he moved at all to me. So back-to-back hit by pitches.
Now he's
and
not,
again, kind of like we were saying earlier with High, how quickly it can happen. He gets the first 2 outs immediately. Now back-to-back hit by pitch. All of a sudden you got 2 men on for one of the Titans' best hitters in Jordan Hawkins. a treacherous spot suddenly.
I think he's going to talk this pitcher and find out what's up.
Give him a second. So Hawkins here is a base hit away from at least getting 1 run, but a ball in the gap from probably getting 2. Now, they're still looking at Boston Holland, by the way. This ball hit him right on the elbow, that left elbow.
And without an elbow pad there.
Looks like they're going to have a runner come in for him either way.
Great idea.
The runner is going to be, it looks like, it's actually a runner, a number we don't have, 36. Any ideas, Jordan? Put you on the spot.
If he's not on the roster, I don't know. I'll have to shoot a text to Coach Wiley later.
No, there's no 36.
So they're going to keep Bayouth in the game.
Oh, we used to see if Holland comes back out in the field because he doesn't have to come out of the game.
Yeah.
But boy, you don't want to get hurt this week. It's like.
So they will let the runner run for him.
That's why they have
Holland
those,
out.
That's why they have all those nice elbow pads. It keeps you from getting hurt there.
Definitely can't feel good.
No,
So also come up with 2 men on and 2 outs. Big spot in this one in the bottom of the 4th against Bayouth.
Boston's a big old guy too, isn't he? Tall, slender kid. Struck out looking last time up.
Hawkins 1 for 2 with a single. Flew out to left to start the bottom of the 1st. Hawkins later scored after a single before. He takes a big cut here and fouls off the first pitch. He was looking to do damage.
He's wanting to get something in the outfield here. Understandably. You turn on something, get through the gap, you might get at least 1 run.
Definitely get 1. Probably, maybe 2. Ball in the gap.
Oh,
0-1 low and away. Good block
very
by the
good
freshman
block.
Zur. Holds those runners at first and second. Now one gets away, you get second and third. Now you're really talking about a base hit. Could tie it.
Yeah, if he doesn't stay down on there, they're moving up.
1-1 coming here to Hawkins. Ground ball to the second base side. Bit of an in-between hop, but a good clean play by Isaacson. Throw to first, and that'll end the frame. Edmond Memorial very sound defensively in this game. So, Titans get a couple 2-out base runners, but can't convert at the end of 4. Bulldogs still lead by 2. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I'm so hungry I could eat all the tires off this bus.
When you're on the road, there's a lot of late nights. A lot of early mornings.
Not supposed to say that.
A lot of honey butter chicken biscuits. You hear my belly growling?
Yep. I'm going to need one of those right now.
And a lot of good times with my band.
What a burger.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray alongside. Head to the 5th, and Memorial leading Carl Albert 4-2. 5-6-7 do up for the Bulldogs. Lead by a pair. Still Mason Avery on the bump for the Titans. As we head on to the 5th. By the way, Boston Holland did not come back out for defense out in right field. It's still that number 36, same one who did rain for him. So apologies if we don't have the name on our roster. Try and get that at some point.
Not sure who that is.
This is Tyler Robinson, who swings and misses. He's 1 for 2 today. He's reached both times. First time was on an error. And he had a single back in the 3rd. Rips this one right past Bo Davis at third
My
base. That was
goodness.
a line drive
All
laser.
the way to the fence.
It's going to go all the way to the wall. Webster not able to cut it off. It's going to be a leadoff double for Tyler Robinson.
Yeah, in a district game, there'd be a coach out there talking about that kid running for him.
That was a blur.
Yes.
Getting by Davis. He had no chance to make a play on that. So leadoff double, man at scoring position for Landon Schmidt. Schmidt 1 for 2 today, a strikeout and an RBI single. Trying to add to the Bulldogs' lead. Feels like Memorial has pretty much controlled this game, but still just a 2-run game.
It's still close, but it could get out of hand real quick. Just a couple of hits.
First one outside, 1-0. Confident Chevrolet Buick GMC, top half of the fifth. That was the 8th Bulldog hit, by the way, that double from Tyler Robinson. Check back on the runner. It's just been a labor for Avery in this game. You wonder where he's at energy-wise. Not crazy hot, but it's warm. And like we said, it's just been tough. Every inning has been long. Every at bat has been long.
These guys make you pitch a lot of pitches.
Yeah, it just a lot of high stress. There's been a ton of traffic on the bases. He's done a pretty good job keeping the Titans in the game, but you got to imagine it'll start to wear down a little.
You expect to see Mason pitch again on Friday of next week.
One coming here. That's fouled off.
Back.
Landed on top of the Edmond Memorial dugout. Avery ahead 1-2 on Schmidt. Struck him out once. Try to do it again. Check the runner. 1-2 pitch from Avery. Runner goes. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. It's going to be a stolen base. That is a strikeout. Robinson will take third, but Schmidt down looking. That's a Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance strikeout. The Newby Agency, your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance Agency in Midwest City. Agency is family owned and operated, has been serving the public for over 40 years. Office located off 29th and Air Depot near Tinker Air Force Base. Come by and see them, 560 West Boeing Drive, Suite A, or call them at 405-733-7671. And this ball's ripped into right field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Hudson and Trekkin's second hit of the day is an RBI single to right. Robinson comes home easily, and the Bulldogs extend their lead to 3 at 5-2. First pitch swinging there. That was beautiful inside out. Right fielder going into right field is just beautiful hitting, and the Bulldogs extend their lead.
They're just putting it where they need to.
So that's the 9th hit for the Bulldogs as they continue to just put good at-bats together.
Just put a lot of pressure on a pitcher.
That they do. That they do. Strike one in here to Weston Zur, the freshman catcher. Dropped a bunt his first time, reached on an error his second time. So call him 0 for 1 officially, even though was on base last time and had the nice bunt. 0-1 is wafted into right field. Should be playable for the substitution right fielder that, of course, they don't have the name. It's caught.
We'll call him no name for now.
What do they always say? The ball will find you. New fielder in the game immediately has to get moving, but he makes a nice play there.
100%, man. You can have no weakness out there because the ball will find you for sure.
And so 2 away brings up the 9-hole hitter Cohen Isaacson, who smashed a double down the right field line to score a run last inning.
Ooh,
this
pass
one gets
ball.
Away.
Got another runner.
Yeah, that's going to move and Trekkin into scoring position at second base. Bulldogs leading by 3. Titans, the way they, offensive firepower can still certainly mount a rally, but got to find a way to slow the Bulldogs' offense down. They've just had guys on base all day.
They just know how to find a way on and get over to second, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, you don't fall into
one little hit.
27-6. Got to be pretty
There's
good. This
another
ball's
one.
hit pretty darn well to center. Devontae Jones going to run back on it. It's going to go over the fence in dead center. Two-run shot for Isaacson.
The big green wall out there, too. That's a heck of a hit.
Wow, you do not see many players go deep to dead center. Like you said, the fence a little bit taller there.
And that's a line drive,
That
too.
was a shot from Cohen Isaacson, the 9-hole.
My goodness.
Have a day at Cohen Isaacson. He's not got a homer and a double and 3 ribbies.
You strike out your first time up and do that. Oh, my.
And suddenly, just like that, the Bulldogs have a 5-run lead at 7-2. And that's going to do it for Mason Avery. His day done. Did a good job really battling to keep the Titans in this to this point, but the Bulldogs tag him for 3 here in the 5th, and he'll be done for the day. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll meet the new pitcher and continue to roll on. Here's the Bulldogs lead at 7-2 over Carl Albert in the top of the 5th on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. 1 for you, 1 for him, and 1 for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, new pitcher for the Titans will be number 2, Eli Esperanza. Esperanza, a sophomore right-hander, coming and get some work here against the Bulldogs. He enters with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 5th. Against the top of the order, Rhett Winchester into the box. Takes ball 1. Winchester today is 0 for 3. Strikeout, pop out to second. He did hit a line drive, but right to shortstop. Declan Murphy was able to catch just 1 inning ago in the 4th. He's ahead 2-0 here on Esperanza.
He'd like to get on there, too. He's struggling today. Really good leadoff. Just hasn't had a lot of luck.
Cuts and misses there, 2-1.
That line drive to the shortstop was a really good hit. He was just playing real deep, and it just seemed like it found him.
The ball's hit very high out to left field. Should be playable, though, for Webster.
He's out.
Comes in a little bit and makes the play. So Esperanza retires Winchester. He's 0 for 4. That will end the inning, but not before the Bulldogs score 3 runs to extend their lead out to 5. At the end of 4.5, M Memorial leads it 7-2 over Carl Albert. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
All the tires off this bus.
When you're on the road, there's a lot of late nights. A lot of early mornings.
Not supposed to say that.
A lot of honey butter chicken biscuits. You hear my belly growling?
Yep. I'm going to need one of those right now.
And a lot of good times with my band. What a burger!
Back to Bill Tipton Field. Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We head to the bottom of the fifth. A 7-2 lead for the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs on top of Carl Albert. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Bo Bayouth still on the bump for the Bulldogs. He'll face the 2-3-4 hitters for the Titans. So if they're going to get back in this game, then the right part of the order to do it. Starting first with Devontae Jones.
You got to get this guy on.
And he got drilled. I was just about to say that Jones got plunked last time by Bayouth, and he does again. So Jones is on for the third time today without a hit. Walk and 2 hit-by pitches.
And that was way inside the batter's box. It was not anywhere close to the plate.
So the leadoff man is on for Nate Delaplank. Delaplank struck out looking his first time and reached on an error back in the third. He's 0 for 2 today. Looking to change that here.
Well, they're going to check on Jones.
Yeah, giving Jones a minute. Look at that, hit him right in the ribs.
Golly.
A bit of a painful game.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
You already have Boston Holland have to leave this game with he got hit on the elbow.
It's a lot
and the
of
Titans got to
people
play
hit.
another one after this with Midwest City waiting in the wings. I don't know. Are they here, Jordan, you think? The
I don't
Bombers
see
probably
'em.
get close to it. But they'll be on this field next. We'll also have that game on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Tom Carpenter will be on the call alongside Jordan for that one. The Bombers and the Titans, always fun when the Mid-Dell teams get together in whatever sport, and we'll have that for you next.
Oh,
This
right.
ball's hitting the center by Delaplank. Right center, it's going to get down and go all the way to the wall.
That's
going to score a run for sure. Delaplank will hold up at second, and here come the Titans. It's an RBI double for Nate Delaplank.
That was a nice clean hit.
And Carl Albert's back within 4 at 7-3.
That's what happens when you hit runners, though. You hit those batters, they seem to find a way just like walks.
Yep. That ball was a rocket into the right center gap. And Delaplank, an RBI double. And Titans, we talked about it. The way they have firepower, the way they can string hits together. Don't really ever feel like they're out of a game.
Earlier, you could see him just chipping away at the lead, and now are we going to do this again in the fifth inning?
So here comes Bo Davis. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to the pitcher and into a double play. Back in the third. This one's popped up foul off the first base side. 0-1. See how long they roll with Bayouth. Originally, Jordan, as he documented, thought Caleb Hines was going to go pretty deep. He only pitched the first 2 innings, and they went to Bayouth, who's pitched pretty well since, but they're going to let him just roll. We'll have to kind of see how Coach Holman wants to play that as we go along here.
Did he get
That one
it?
inside, and it gets Davis. So another hit by pitch.
I thought it was going to hit it when it left his hand. It wasn't even. It looked like he was trying to throw a breaking ball, and it just did not move. It just stayed. If you looked at the ball, it was a breaking ball, and it just failed to slide over.
Now, there is action in the Edmond Memorial bullpen, but it's hitters. It's people swinging bats. I don't see anyone pitching right now.
It's not going to help.
So we've got a pinch hitter here for Lane Sexton, who was 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. It's going to be Adam Head, number 10, is going to hit here with 2 men on and nobody out.
He's supposed to DH next game, but we'll see. I was given a lineup for the next game against Midwest City, but there may be a couple of subtractions there with the couple of Titan players getting a little banged up, getting hit by a pitch.
Yeah, you don't want to get people hurt for the regional, so
right.
I can understand that.
So here comes Adam Head, and he takes a big cut and rockets a foul ball to start his first at-bat of the day. Game felt like, Memorial maybe kind of not put it away, but really separated up 7-2, just like that. Titans hit by pitch, double hit by pitch. They got a run in and 2 more on with nobody out. Big swing and a miss here, though. 0-2 as Head swings underneath the high heater from Bayouth.
It had a little zip to it. not even getting off very far. He was right at it. He got him.
Got him looking right on the outside edge. Bayou pounding that outside corner, and Head is down looking. Patrick Newby, Farmers Insurance, strikeout.
Put him to sleep.
Big one there, obviously, to get an out without the runners able to move up or anything. That's what Bayou needed. So now you got first and second. Still just one out, though, for Declan Murphy. Murphy today 0 for 2 with a strikeout and that foul pop-up just off third base.
And we all know what he can do. So
yeah,
if he settles in here, he could knock something.
Takes a cut and a miss, 0-1.
That's a little high fastball. He's wait for something a little bit lower and drive it.
7-3 lead for the Bulldogs.
Just don't hit into a double play. Just hit a little rocket up the middle.
0-1, low and away, 1-1. That one outside as well, 2-1 again. So now you have a hitter's count for Declan Murphy. As he tries to get on base, if he were to do so, the tying run would be at the plate. After the Titans trail by 5. That one up and away as well. 3-1 now on Murphy. Now, if you're Declan Murphy, you're feeling like, I'm going to get a good pitch to hit. Let me look for it and be ready.
And he's not looking to walk.
No.
If you throw him something close to the zone, he's swinging.
3-1 coming here from Bayou to Declan Murphy.
Oh.
Big cut and a miss. That looked outside.
And that's
probably was ball 4.
That's why you throw that, because he wants to hit. And that would have been ball 4.
So now 3-2 with 1 out. Be curious to see if the Titans want to send the runners here with the full count 1 out.
Dangerous.
They're going to hold, and Murphy turns on one into left field. It's blasted pretty good. Racing back on, and at the wall, he makes the play.
Oh, got a runner up, though.
Nice job there by Entrekin. Runner tags up, but that's a huge out as Murphy just didn't quite get enough of it.
I figured that runner on first would have moved up as well. He just hesitated.
And so it's an F7, and Murphy's out, and brings up Jason Purcell. Off the bat, that had a chance, and it did get back out there near the wall, but not quite enough. And there's now 2 gone, runners on the corners with Jason Purcell coming up. We're going to have a meeting at the mound here with Bayou. How they want to approach Purcell.
Yeah, they might be working on that first and third, too.
Well, we want to remind you, we're going to have the next game here at Bill Tipton Field, Carl Albert, Midwest City, 15, 20, 30 minutes, something like that, following the conclusion of this game, as Bayou is going to come out of the game. Some good work from him, filling in for Hines.
Yeah.
And it looks like, can't tell. Let's see, we got 9 coming in, but I don't know. I don't think he's going in the field. Yeah, it looks like the pitcher's going to be Kardakis. It's going to be Kardakis taking the mound here. So he's kind of done a little bit of everything in this game. Why not do some pitching too? We'll step aside while he gets some warm-ups in, and we'll set the table. Big spot here in the bottom of the 5th. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Whataburger, bring back our mushroom Swiss burger. I heard corporate said it's never gonna happen.
Corporate here. We had the bandwidth to circle back on this action item, and
We're aligned. Bringing you grilled mushrooms, melty cheese, and creamy au jus sauce. If synergy like that isn't cool, then we don't know what is. The mushroom Swiss burger is back.
We're bringing back the hits.
What a burger!
All right, back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray. So on the mound now for the Bulldogs, who else? Cooper Kardakis, who's done a little bit of everything in this game. He's hit a home run. He's also reached base 2 other times. He's made some really good plays at third in this game, and now he's going to be on the mound with runners on the corners and 2 outs. His younger brother, Creed Kardakis, comes in at second base. They then shift, I think, everyone around. I think Cohen Isaacson moved to short, and Jace Winchester's now at third. I think that's the way they did that. So Cooper Kardakis on the mound, Creed Kardakis in at second base.
Have a Swiss Army knife here at pitcher. He can do it all.
Purcell fouls off the first pitch. We mentioned that Kardakis is a Nebraska Cornhusker commit. Good note from Jordan. He is committed as a position player, not as a pitcher, but doesn't mean he can't pitch, obviously, getting in here at a big spot.
That means he's an athlete, and those athletes can pitch.
0-1 pitch, low and away. Oh, it's in there, 0-2. I thought that might have been outside.
No, it hit the corner.
And it's now 0-2 on Purcell, so not in a good spot. See if Purcell can just battle here and find a way to put a good swing on something.
All we just got to do is not hit him.
0-2 from Kardakis, and he just fans at it. Whew. Totally was out in front of that. And a 3-pitch K for Cooper Kardakis. Why not? It's his day. And at the end of 5, the Bulldogs lead the Titans 7-3. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. 1 for you, 1 for him, and 1 for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Back here at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray alongside as well. We head to the 6th inning. Carl Albert trailing Edmond Memorial 7-3. Still on the mound for the Titans is Eli Esperanza. He came in and got the last out of the 5th in relief of Mason Avery. And he will stay out there for the 6th. Face the... Where are we at in the order here for the Bulldogs? I think we have a pinch hitter for Kardakis, it looks like. Should be 2, 3, 4. This is Cooper Kardakis' spot. We've got number 4 coming to the plate, which is Nico Vacchio. So I guess they're not going to have Kardakis hit while he's also pitching, it would seem.
Catcher and an infielder.
7-3 lead for the Bulldogs. We head to the 6th. Nico Vacchio taking his first swings of the day. Facing off with Esperanza. He'll take ball 1. That's it for Kardakis. Closes a heck of a day at the plate. Obviously the big homer, drew a walk and stole a base and scored 2 runs in the game. His homer and scored later as well. As well as fouled off. Bobby Lewis Insurance foul ball. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Still 2 innings to work with for the Titans, but certainly work to do. Down by 4. That ball's ripped to the left field. It looks like it's tailing foul, and it will get out of play. Ball was hit pretty well, though.
Yeah.
By Vacchio.
Got a hold of that thing.
Bobby Lewis foul ball makes it 1-2. I think we're going to have an empty the bench situation here by the Bulldogs, by the way. Kind of just peeking over it on deck. It's going to be another pinch hitter, so I think Coach Holman is going to start to work some other guys in here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, 7-3. You want to get some people. Oh,
This
nice
ball's hit
shot.
well into right field, trying to run that down and making the play.
Beautiful.
In right center.
Wow.
Boy, for someone that had to come into this game because of an injury replacement, making some nice plays out in right.
That's how you get on the field right there. Jump in there and make a play like that. Coach notices.
So Vacchio's retired. And brings up with one out, another pinch hitter. This is Manny Truong coming in and getting some cuts in Jace Winchester's spot.
Good-sized kid. See if he's got some power.
Winchester closes his day 1 for 3, as Truong will take
Ooh.
a strike on the inside edge.
He hasn't seen that yet. that
buckled him a little.
Yeah, that call's been there all day, and that's a good spot to throw the ball.
Quickly 0-2 on Truong. And he does a good job to fight that one off.
That's what you do to a pitch hitter is when that umpire has that inside corner, you throw it.
Bobby Lewis foul ball. Keeps Truong alive. Carter Steelman waiting on deck. Takes ball 1. Steelman will hit for Tracy.
Getting his seniors some play. This is another senior here.
Esperanza on the mound for the Titans. Just a sophomore. Misses down and in, 2-2.
He's trying to throw that inside corner.
Don't blame him.
Nope.
(7-3) lead for the Bulldogs. 1 gone in the top of the 6th. 2-2 pitch to Truong. Inside, and the count runs full.
That's close. Now he's going to have to throw something over the plate. Let's see if he can hit. This is where I'd have to throw a little bit, a ball inside.
Full count.
Oh, got him.
And he missed it inside.
Oh, I thought he hit him.
So Truong works a walk. Good job at falling behind 0-2. And Truong reaches base. So 1 out. Here comes Carter Steelman. Number 26, replacing Tracy, also a lefty.
Freshman.
Takes strike 1.
Like I said, cleaning up the bench, getting everybody a little bit of playing time.
Yeah, it's going to be pinch hitters endlessly here, so I'm going to try and make sure I get everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Jameson Gotch.
Who we got
waits
on
on deck?
16.
0-2 now on Steelman. Truong leads off just a tad. One outside, 1-2. By the way, I mentioned Jordan, Midwest City. Are they here? They're definitely here.
They're here,
the whole team's down the right field line.
Saw a lot of gray walking by the
patiently waiting. This
Memorial
ball
dugout.
popped up in foul ground. I mean, tough play for
Got
Purcell, and he pulls it in.
That's a tough play because you're looking back a little bit into the sun, but
right toward that Memorial dugout, too.
Yeah, you're better to go down the line like he did.
So here comes Jameson Gotch, number 16. He will hit for Tyler Robinson. Robinson was 2 for 3 on the day.
Oh, caught that corner.
Take a strike, 0-1. Man on first base, 2 outs here against Eli Esperanza. For the Titans looking ahead, you got 8-9-1 due up. Down by 4, still a couple innings to work with. That one misses, evens it up at 1-1. That one misses outside 2-1. It will be Landon Schmidt hitting for himself if we get there after Gotch break the streak of 4 straight pinch hitters.
Yeah, they're actually going to put somebody that's in the lineup.
2-1 from Esperanza, checking over at the runner, and it's fouled off. Bobby Lewis foul ball, and we're even up 2-2. This confident Chevrolet Buick GMC top half of the 6th. Bulldogs leading by 4. Trying to make a statement road win over one of the top teams in 5A. These 2 teams, we mentioned right off the top of the broadcast, were with us, certainly could find themselves winning a state title both.
Might have two
in their respective classes.
Yeah.
That one's going to hit him. Welcome into the game, and takes a plunk right off the back. So Gotch reaches.
Hit him with an off-speed pitch.
It'll be first and second with 2 out for Landon Schmidt, who will hit for himself. Schmidt today 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a pair of strikeouts. Try and get a good swing here against Esperanza and try to extend this Bulldog lead, leading by 4. Pat it out a little further.
Get at least 1 here.
That one misses outside. Ooh, 1-0.
Close.
A little slide step there from Esperanza. Theme is continuing, even with all the pinch hitters. The Bulldogs they've had traffic every inning. That one down and away 2-0. They haven't gone down in order, obviously, at any point in this game, but even beyond that, they've had, I believe, at least at minimum 2 guys on, and maybe even at minimum 3 guys on in every inning. It's been a lot of base runners for the Bulldogs today. 2-0 count, good count to hit for Schmidt. And he will pop this one up. Looks like it'll be playable at first base for Hawkins, and he pulls it in. So in a scoreless inning for Esperanza, working around the 2 base runners to end the frame and hold the deficit at 4. At the end of 5.5, it's Edmond Memorial 7, Carl Albert 3. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
When you're on the road, there's a lot of late nights. A lot of early mornings.
Not supposed to say that.
A lot of honey butter chicken biscuits. You hear my belly growling?
Yep. I'm going to need one of those right now.
And a lot of good times with my band.
What a burger.
Head to the bottom of the 6th. And Memorial leading Carl Albert 7-3 on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray on hand here in Midwest City.
Pop up.
Leading off is Jackson Webster in the bottom of the 6th. He pops this one up, so actually getting a foul ground and caught just off of first base. Tracy was the first baseman before. I think it was Gotch who came in. No, excuse me. I keep up with all the substitutions here. That was 17, which is – oh, no, it is Tracy back in playing first base. Okay. The rules are he got pinch hit for, but he's back out there playing defense. Anyway, it's a pop out for Webster to lead off the 6th. So I should have been listening closely to what 36 got announced here. I botched that, Jordan. But he's at the plate.
We can fix that.
He's at the plate. 0-1. This is still Cooper Kardakis on the hill for the Bulldogs, by the way.
He's swinging for the fence here. Beautiful cut.
0-2 here from Cooper Kardakis. And fouls it off the third base side.
Infield's way back. You take a bunt here?
Now with 2 strikes.
Not now. Well, maybe earlier if you look at your defense.
All right, guys, we got a name.
Well done.
Maddox Underhill. Thank you to Tom Carpenter.
Yeah, shout out Tom Carpenter.
Yes.
And
he has no headset, so he's a gopher.
He's played a really nice right field in replacement of Boston Holland, but he does strike out there.
Yeah.
Tom will get a headset soon, but
that one he ran down was almost 3/4 of center field. That was beautiful. He has some definite speed out there.
So 2 gone. Back to top hitter with Jordan Hawkins. Hawkins is 1 for 3 today with a base hit, stolen base, also scored back in that 3rd inning.
Ooh, looks like he missed just a little.
It's a head 2-0 on Kardakis. Tries to get some base runners, try to spark a little something, down by 4, now 3-0.
I think this is definite take here. You can't swing at this with 3-0.
Yeah, down 4.
Any base runners.
You'd be surprised.
That one right down the middle, 3-1.
Yeah, I'd take that too.
Kardakis working quickly. He'll fire 3-1. That one misses low. So Hawkins works a 2-out walk, his 2nd time on base today. And that'll bring up Devontae Jones with a man on. Jones has had a weird day because he's on base all 3 times, but he's still 0 for 0. He walked and he's been hit twice.
He is a ball magnet for today.
He's thinking, just don't hit me, please.
Yeah, he's
had enough.
I'm going to get sore after a while.
I got another game to play.
Yeah, you get tired of getting hit after a while. Oh, my.
First pitch swinging. He lofts it into right center, but racing back to make the play on it is Schmidt. Runs that down. Some good contact, but hung up there just long enough for Schmidt to get over and make the play. Scoreless inning for Kardakis, and that'll end the 6th inning. Memorial still leading by 4. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray. We head to the 7th inning. Memorial leading Carl Albert 7-3. New pitcher for the Titans on the mound. Number 32, Porter Cruz, will take over. Cruz, a junior right-hander, replaces Eli Esperanza, who went 1 1/3 scoreless in relief of Mason Avery.
We got a little wind blowing back into the infield, so might have kept that ball in.
Interesting delivery for Cruz. It kind of really hides the ball well.
Yeah, he
keeps it back behind him.
Keeps it behind him, yeah.
Due up for the Bulldogs is 7, 8, 9 hitters. Hudson and Trecken will lead it off. The left fielder for Memorial was having a really nice day. He is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, an RBI mixed in there. He also has played some nice left field for the Bulldogs today. And he's in to lead it off against Porter Cruz.
Caught a foul ball, almost caught another one.
Yeah.
Been real solid. That whole outfield's been solid.
Titans down by 4, trying to keep it that way, going to the bottom of the 7th for their last licks. First pitch up high to Entrecken. If you're looking ahead for the Titans, it'll be 3, 4, 5 due up in the bottom of the 7th as they'll try and mount a rally.
Not a bad spot to be, though.
No. And ahead 2-0 is Entrecken. Like we said, it's been on base a couple of times already. That one will miss as well. So 3-0 now for the new pitcher Cruz, just into the game.
Real good eye. He was looking at it all the way.
3-0 and misses high. I thought it was in there, but it was a little high.
Yeah, a little high and inside.
And Trek, so he's on base for the third time today. Draws a leadoff walk, and we got one man on for the catcher, Weston Zur. Zur is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Also reached on an error and later scored. And flew out to right. One of the nice plays by Underhill, he didn't get credit for at the time.
Pretty pitch coming across.
Cruz in there for the strike for the first time. We'll see if they have Kardakis try to close it out in the top, bottom of the 7th, pitching well since he came on. Cruz checking over on the runner. Yep. And I will throw over. Hawkins holding him on.
Almost pulled that foot off of there. When he came back, he took a little bit of a big step.
Oh, 1 from Cruz. Runner goes. Throw down. Pretty good throw. Oh, he got him.
He slowed down.
That was well done by Purcell. A perfect throw. Take a look at that. The Triple Elite screen printing instant replay. That is exactly what you want.
It looked like he downshifted before he slid. I mean, he didn't seem to go in all the way.
So Porter Cruz will take that. They call it stealing. There's now 1 out, nobody on for Zur. Low and away. 1 and 2, I believe, is the count.
Probably would have been a better one to steal on.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one to dig and throw down. That was a great throw, though, by Purcell.
Yeah, it was a beautiful throw.
1-2, ground ball to second base.
Should be a
clean
routine.
lead.
Yep.
And thrown out by Lane Sexton.
Maybe we go 1-2-3 here.
Hasn't happened once today. Now, it would be kind of perfect that even if in a 1-2-3 they had a base runner.
We had a base runner, but it'd still be 1-2-3 in a way.
Yeah. Here's Cohen Isaacson, who, Cooper Kardakis is probably the player of the game, but, man, Cohen Isaacson having a big day, too, at the dish. He's 2 for 3 with a double and a homer.
Yeah.
3 ribbies for Isaacson.
He's
the 9-hole.
He can hit the ball.
Yeah, that bomb out to center field as he takes strike 1. Again, not that I've been here for every game, because I certainly haven't. But I've done a decent amount of games here. I've never seen anyone go deep to dead center here, and that was a shot.
Like I said earlier, the coach really likes this kid. He got him in 9-hole because he's so scrappy. He just finds a way. That's what he talked really high of him. He finds a way to get on base. He finds a way to work the count, and then wow, over the center field fence.
Yeah, that was a bomb. Behind 0-2 here against Cruz, who's trying to work a 1-2-3 inning if he can get this out. Fouled off
the
again.
end of the bat.
A big cut.
Yeah, ball was traveling a little bit on him.
Waiting on deck is Rhett Winchester, who wants an at-bat. The leadoff man for the Bulldogs is actually 0 for 4 today. As good as they've been offensively, it seems like that always happens. When it's a big day offensively, there's one guy who just doesn't get in on the fun, and strangely, that's Rhett Winchester today as another foul ball, Bobby Lewis foul ball. And so he wants Isaacson to get on base as much as anyone so he can get another crack at it. Another try at the 0-2. Isaacson battling up there. Takes just outside. Reminder, we'll have another ball game for you here on OSN. The Titans and Midwest City will get it rolling shortly after this one. Tom Carpenter will slide in with Jordan Ray for that ball game. Here on OSN, there'll be a separate stream, so keep an eye out for it wherever you're tuned in right now. And a great breaking ball. Isaacson way out in front of it. Got him swinging. Patrick Newby, Farmers Insurance, strikeout.
They got 3 for 3.
And that'll end the inning for the first time today in order. At the end of 6.5, Titans trail by 4. Do they have a rally? We'll find out. We head to the bottom half of the 7th after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, back at Bill Tipton Field. Josh Calloway, Mark Judson, Jordan Ray. Titans down by 4, looking for a rally here in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be 3-4-5 to up, starting with Nate Delaplank.
A little outside.
He takes ball 1 from the new pitcher, Jace Winchester. Winchester was playing shortstop and then played some third base in this game.
Ooh,
he's now on the mound. This ball's hit well to right. Tracing
turned him
back
around.
on it, and it died.
Oh, my gosh. He
Waiting
caught
for
that.
a signal, and he caught. Yep, they call him out. A great catch and right by Tyler Robinson.
He got his feet tangled up under him, and he just flipped around, and just like when he flipped around, there was the ball. My goodness.
Heck of an effort out there. And a brutal way to start the inning for the Titans. It looked like Delaplank might have started off with maybe a double.
You got that on replay?
But a great effort.
I did not.
By Nate Delaplank, or by Robinson and right to rob Delaplank.
That was a robbery because, like I said, he got twisted up. His feet got tangled, and he lost control of where the ball was. And all of a sudden, when he landed on the ground, he saw it.
So Bo Davis now up. He takes a ball 1-0. That one now 2-0. Davis 0 for 2 today. Got hit by a pitch, so he's been on base, but no hits to this point. Trying to change that here. Winchester on the mound, replacing Kardakis, who replaced Bayouth.
Oh, nice.
Davis ground ball to short, fielded clean, and fire across, got him. Nice clean play short there by, that's Kardakis playing shortstop now, because why not? And he makes a nice play there.
Tell me why you don't need a really good right fielder now. Both teams.
No kidding.
Both teams, right field's dominated.
Yeah, it's been a huge part of the game.
Yes, sir.
So 2 outs, nobody on now. Let's see. Yeah, we'll scope out the number here. This is Sexton's spot. Head hit for him earlier. Try to get the number here. 2 outs, nobody on. It's another pinch hitter for the Titans, which is number 11. It's Carson Ring is the one doing the swinging here. He takes a ball. I like your first at bat to be 2 outs, nobody on for the bottom of the 7th. This is it. You have to reach the game's over.
But no pressure, right?
Yeah.
No pressure.
That one in the dirt, 2-1.
When you're in this position, just hit me. Let me go to first.
Yeah, no kidding. Let me get on whoever I can. If he reaches, Declan Murphy will get another crack at it. 2-1 here from Winchester to Ring.
And he almost got him. He got him.
He did hit him. Right on cue.
Just like I said, you want him to hit you so you can get on base.
So Ring's on base. That's a good way to get hit, too. Just grazed him.
Yep.
So he's on. He won't get to actually do the base running. He'll have a pinch runner for him. It looks like a courtesy runner, That'll be Peyton Reed doing the running.
But the most relief is him walking back to the dugout saying, I didn't strike out.
I did my job, yeah. I'm on base. So now Declan Murphy, here we go. 2 outs and a man on first, just trying to pass the baton, keep this thing going. Murphy is 0 for 3 today. Rare to keep him down.
Yep, there we
Ball
go.
in the dirt to let Reed move up.
Easy steal.
Murphy, like I said, 0 for 3, strikeout, foul pop out, and then he hit that towering drive to left, but it just died at the wall. Thought off the bat it had a chance to really do damage. Would have been a 3-run bomb if it could have got out. 1-0, big swing and a miss.
He's trying to get another one out there.
After Murphy is Purcell, and after Purcell would be Webster. He'd be your tying run if they could keep it going. 1-1. Winchester fires to Murphy, foul straight back, and the Titans are down to their final strike. 1-2. Memorial trying to finish the job on a little bit of a statement road win over a top team in 5A. 1-2 from Winchester. Cut on and missed. He got him. A Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance strikeout to seal the deal. As Murphy finished 0 for 4, and Bulldogs come and get the win on the road, 7-3. Memorial goes to 28-6 on the year. Titans fall to 24-7. Titans won't have to sit on it for long, as they'll turn right around and face Midwest City here at Bill Tipton Field in just a few moments. Tom Carpenter and Jordan Ray will have the call for that one on a separate stream here on OSN. All right, we're going to go ahead and step out here that way. Jordan, get us all ready for the next ball game. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Mark, good as always.
Great game.
Titans fall.
Yeah.
But a fun ball game to two really good teams. Bulldogs get the win on the road, 7-3. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. We'll be back here in just a few moments for the Titans and the Bombers, a Mid-Dell collision here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. So appreciate you watching as always. We'll see you next time here on OSN.
Other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.